everybody, welcome to my creative time with Emma, and also welcome to day number 5, I believe this is, of Nikki and I's 12 days of Christmas. For today's card, I am using this cartridge. Oh my god, I don't know why I kept thinking it was called Holly Jolly or Jolly Holly, but it's called Jolly Holidays. This is the cutest cartridge ever. It has so many cute little Christmas little, just everything about this I love. It has really cute images on this one, a really cute Christmas one. So if you don't have this one, I highly recommend this one. I'm sorry, because this one is so super cute. Okay, so for today's project, I am going to do a different kind of money holder. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you how I designed that in my Gypsy right now. Okay, first of all, I actually started out with a rectangle, and I went ahead and I used my little plus sign here, and I went ahead and put this on page 2, which they call layer 2. And what I did was I went ahead and I just got a rectangle here from George and Basic Shapes. I always get just my basic shapes from the George cartridge. And I went ahead and I made it 5.5 inches across and 4 1/4 up and down. So pretty much your standard A2 size card. I wanted to use that as my template. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead to layer. Now we're going to go to layer 1 and we're going to layer everything onto this card. Okay, so what I did for this card, I got this cute little elf, and it is on the top row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. It's a little elf pulling a little, what do you call it? A little wagon, I guess you could call it. So I went ahead and I got my little elf there, and he is sized at 3.6. I'm sorry, he's sized at 3.70. So I thought that was a perfect size to layer him right in the center on the card. And what I did was I got the layers from there also. Now this is going to be the face, okay? But this is going to be the face part and the 2 hands. And what I want, I don't want to use these eyes. So of course, guess what I'm using? A cute peachy keen face for that. So I'm going to click on OK. And this is another layer for the wagon. But since I already have the face, I'm going to go ahead and erase that one since we have one already, okay? I'm going to erase that. And these are 2 buttons here that belong on his little shirt. But I'm going to actually use 2 real buttons instead. So I'm going to go ahead and hide all of that because we don't want to waste any paper trying to, trying to go ahead and print that out also. And this next one here, I'm not going to hide anything on here. This is basically his hat, his little outfit. Look at how cute his little elf shoes are. God, I love this. Okay, so that's pretty much just his layers that go with him on his body, okay? And that's all sized at 3.70. Now what I want to do, I was like so determined to get a gift card in the little wagon, but it didn't fit. I could have made it huge. It would have to be huge in order for it to fit. But Nikki and I were brainstorming the other night, and she suggested, she says, why don't you just put actual cash in there? I said, what a great idea. So that's what I did. So what I'm going to do, what I want to do is I want to put some presents in his little wagon. So we're going to go back to the layer here. And I'm going to use these little presents right there, okay? And I'm going to make, these are going to be sized at 2 1/4, and this is just going to kind of go somewhat like that. I may even like kind of tilt them just a tad like that. So what I'm going to do, that's how it's going to look. He's going to be pulling his wagon with some presents, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to get, let's go to the layers. And on the present, there's little bows there. So I'm going to get that bow, and which this bow is going to kind of just go on that present there. And I'm also going to get the bow for the small guy, for the smaller present, which is right there. Okay, so that's basically what my card's gonna look like. You see how you could see the little gray rectangle in the background. That's how I like to set everything up. So I love my gypsy. That's how I like to set everything up, how I want to design my card. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this together. Okay, for my little elf, I decided to use this paper again, the Secret Santa collection from K&N Company. And the page I used from this, I thought this was really, really cute. I know polka dots are probably more for girls, but this was a little boyish. I figured my cute little elf could have an outfit on like that. And what I did to decorate him, he has like a little fur on his hat, and I'll explain that all to you when I show it to you. I used this cute little, it's called the Glossy Ultra Paints, and I like it because when you put it on the hat, it gives it some texture. And I used these beautiful twines. I had actually got these from the Twinery. Aren't they so pretty? Listen, the color of this. The name of the color is red. I'm sorry, it's not red, it's maraschino. And the green is called pea pod. I'm sorry. Aren't these beautiful? I got this it's a sample pack that they were selling. I believe it's called the Twinery.com. Beautiful, beautiful colors. So this is right up there with my paper tray ink. So I was so excited. So anyways, I'm using that. And I'm also using a stamp set here from my pink stamper. And I apologize, I don't know which set it is, but I will have a link to it. Because when you're a designer, you don't get the packages, you just get the actual like sample. So I'll have a link to what the name of it's called. And I'm going to use this one here called Dear Santa. And that's pretty much it, what I used for my card. So, okay, I couldn't decide on a background paper to layer him on. So, I decided to actually use my Imagine with this also. I got the Snow Angel. And what I did for the background paper, I chose to use this one. A very subtle, I didn't want to put something too crazy on there that'll take away from my beautiful little elf. I went ahead and I used this pattern with it, and I already cut that out and printed and cut it out already. So let's go ahead and get this card together. Okay, what I did was I went ahead and I just got an 8.5 by 11 piece of course, surprise, surprise, my favorite craft color cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. And I just cut it like right in half, like long way up and down. So when you fold it, it is going to be your standard size 5.5 by 4.25. And I'm going to have it open this way this time. And here goes the piece that I had actually cut out using the Imagine. Isn't that pretty? Very, very subtle. That's what I wanted. So let's go ahead and get this down here on my card. Using my new addition to my craft family, my pink ATG gun. Okay, let's get this down here. Okay, there we go. And let's see, what should I do for? Wait until you see my beautiful elf. Isn't he gorgeous? So super cute. Now, this is what I was talking about, the little texture that I had used this for. So basically I did that. His shirt, I cut the base out in white. So the whole sleeves and everything should have been white, but I just didn't like it. It was just too white, so I decided to color in some red leggings for him, and I made his sleeves red. Kept the inside of it white. I figured just to kind of break it up so it won't be too red. And believe it or not, for that beautiful face he is, I know it's a boy, but I actually land up using Once Upon a Princess. And this is the 1 1/8 size. And I used that one right there. I just thought it just came out perfect, okay? So what I did, I went ahead, and remember I told you I was going to use real buttons, so I used those cute little mini buttons right there. And I used my white gel pen to do some stitching. So let's go ahead and get this onto the card. And I already put some pop dots behind it already, just to save some time here. Okay, so I'm going to get him down. Let's see, I don't want to mess him up here. Let's do him like that. Isn't he so, God, he's so beautiful. I love him. So what I did was I got my $20 bill and I used my little, if you don't have one of these, this is a Tim Holtz 1/4 inch stapler. Oh my god, I love it. It's such a cute little stapler. But anyways, you see how cute the tiny little staple is? Not that that matters. You could use a standard size also, but I just wanted to use that. So what I did was when I pop dotted up, I'm not sure if you could see it or not, but if you could see right here, there's a little space so I could put the money right there. Okay. And what I'm going to do, here goes the presents. Didn't they come out beautiful? I used craft colored cardstock for the actual presents, and then red, and then here goes that maraschino twine I put on the little bow. So let's go ahead and get this down. And this I'm just going to go ahead and put like right behind the bill there. There we go. Isn't that perfect? So perfect. I'm not sure if you saw that or not. Okay, there we go. And then, last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and get my Dear Santa stamp on here. Okay, let me scooch this over. Let's see. Let me put that down like that. And then, okay. I like to use my regular paper tray black ink when I stamp. Let me make sure I'm going to put it in the right spot. Yeah, when I'm not using Copic markers, and when I'm using Copic markers, I like to use that Memento ink that you saw me use in my last video. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this down right here. Oh, look at how cute that is. Okay, there you have it, my little Dear Santa card. Something different. Oh my god, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put, I wanted to use the little pea pod. I can't, you tell I'm rationing it. I didn't want to use too much. I don't want to waste it. So I went ahead and made a little tiny bow I'm going to put right there. And I'm just going to use a little tiny glue dot here to get it down. Let me go ahead and put that there. And then I just made just a simple little bow. Just to put right there. Now, there you go. Now it's done. So thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget, you still have you'll be able to comment on both myself and Nikki's blog for the full 12 days. It will end on the 12th day, of course. Go ahead and leave comments on both of our blogs in order to qualify for all of the giveaways that both of us are having. And the one that I did do yesterday was a little different. That one, with the Imaginist being the sponsor, for that one's a little different. You'd have to leave a comment on all of our blogs as well as follow. Make sure you're following us and go to Imaginist blog, follow them, and what you need to do for them, make sure you tell them on their little comment section that My Creative Time sent you over. Okay, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you back here tomorrow for day 6. Bye-bye.